Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. Aslam Khaki again with you on the program The Path. Today's topic for discussion is importance of knowledge in religion as well as in our life. At the time of genesis of the first creation, that is the Adam and Eve, the angels were very much concerned about the creation of the Adam and Eve. They asked Allah Almighty that why He is going to create a new creation while we are there to just glorify you or to make tasbih for you. Allah Almighty made a demonstration and showed them by just teaching or giving the knowledge of the things to Adam by saying, وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. Allah Almighty taught the asma, all the things, names and the knowledge about the things, and then put them in competition with the angels. However, it was manifested that the knowledge would be the distinction of this human being, while the knowledge would not be, is not a distinction for the angels. Angels are provided only the orders. They are not supposed to be given the reason for the orders, or they are not given the option to obey or disobey the order. So this distinction was there, that the man has a distinction of knowledge. So he was given the priority, and the Usjudu li Adama was the order of the day, that you should bow to Adam, you should bow to knowledge, in fact, if it is taken in that sense. So knowledge was respected and revered at the time of the creation of the Adam and the Eve. Similarly, we see that the lost Prophet ﷺ, the first revelation came with the same context, that Iqra bismi rabbika allazi khalaq, that you should read with the name of Allah who has created the man. And then again it was said, Allama bil qalam. The second step was that Allah has taught the man with pen, that is the writing. First was the reading, Iqra, and then was the writing. And then it was said, Allamahul bayan. In other verse it was said that God has also taught the man how to express his knowledge. Allamal bayan, bayan means to express. It's not that he should keep the knowledge in his custody. He should acquire knowledge through reading, through writing, and then express it to the people, to make it preaching or educating the other people, teaching the other people. Same case we see that Quran says, Hal yastawi allazina ya'lamuna wal lazina la ya'lamun. Can the people who are in knowledge and the people who are without knowledge be equated? No, they are not equal, because the knowledge has the superiority and the fadl over the other things. So again we see that at the time of Badr, here is what I am going to tell you, the power of the knowledge. At the time of the Badr, when there was prisoner of war of Mecca with the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet ordered the prisoners of war to teach 10 companions of the Holy Prophet for their release as fidya, or as a compensation or a damages to the damage they caused during the war. So the people who could not release themselves, a single person could not release themselves through money, he was released through education. So here is the power of education and knowledge, which gave the power to release themselves, that is the prisoners of war, from the custody of the Muslims. So that was also the superiority of the knowledge. Otherwise, those kuffar were the enemy of Iman as well as of the life of the companion. But the Holy Prophet did not hesitate for the purpose of the knowledge, for securing the knowledge, to just say to the infidels or to the kuffar to impart knowledge or make them educate the companions of the Holy Prophet. That shows the reverence for the knowledge. Then again, the main thing comes that Quran does not make the knowledge only the conceptual or just a theory work, but it just applies it to this world, to the phenomena of the universe. Alam tara anna Allah anzala minas samai ma'an. There is a detailed verse in the Quran, and that is in the Surah 35 and Ayah 28. It clearly tells us that you have to find the knowledge and apply your information and seek the knowledge and investigate and make research in the universe, in different phenomena, in different areas. And first of that is, أَلَمْ تَرَ أَنَّ اللَّهَ أَنزَلَ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً فَأَخْرَجْنَا بِهِ ثَمَرَاتٍ مُخْتَلِفًا أَلْوَانُهُ. First is that, don't you see that we have just showered the water from the sky and it has grown various types and various color, of fruit with various colors. So this is about, you can say, the agriculture or the botanical, the knowledge of the plants, that is the botany. That knowledge is being focused here. وَمِنَ الْجِبَالِ جُدُدٌ بِيضٌ. And you see in the mountain that there are different layers in the mountain, in the stones, and then there are white, there are red and the black lines there. So that is also a proof that there is God, and that has been created by Allah Almighty and not by some auto mechanism or by just some nature without the help of God or without the order of God. And then it says that وَالدَّوَابُ وَالْأَنْعَامُ مُخْتَلِفٌ أَلْوَانُهُ. That then you see and just investigate into the creation of the animals, of the people themselves. You will see that there are a variety of the people, billions of people, and none of them is equal, similar, exactly similar to each other. You can differentiate the millions of the people, even two twin brothers or the people of the same family. You can differentiate between them. Each and every has separate gene, separate feature, which can, that is the proof that it is the Allah Almighty who has created them with the distinction, with the purpose of differentiating them. And at the same time, Quran says, just by describing these botany, geology, anthropology, biology, that four field, and it says without any break, إِنَّمَا يَخْشَى اللَّهُ مِنْ عِبَادِهِ الْعُلَمَاءِ. Indeed, the ulama, that is the scholars, they get afraid, they feel the fear of Allah Almighty. That is, they feel themselves accountable before Allah because they have seen all these things, all these phenomena with evidence, by investigation, by inquiry, by research. So they are more convinced than the people who do not make research and flatly they accept the things. But what they do it, that they make investigation. So there is difference between information and knowledge, I would say. That information is simply what you see, that these things are as they look or they as appear. But knowledge is going into the reason, into the wisdom, as there is a prayer or dua, Rabbi arini haqa'iq al-ashya. The Holy Prophet ﷺ said, oh my Lord, show me the secrets of the thing, that what is within that. That's why the science and all the knowledge is focused upon making the investigation. We can see that this is the pen, this is just the ashya. But what is the haqa'iqul ashya? What is the secret in that? It consists of millions and billions of particles that consist of the then molecule, then go into, then it becomes atom, and the particle in the atoms, electron, proton, neutron, and all that. So haqa'iq or the realities are by research and by investigation. Same case with the other knowledge and with the other areas of knowledge. So we can see, we apparently see that there is an ocean or sea, just the water with the foam and the fish. But where is the knowledge? Knowledge is just beneath that sea, that what is happening there, what are the other algae and other things which we can't see without any inquiry or without any research. So this also comes to the another aspect of the life, that the difference between an animal and the human being. The lion, who is the king of the jungle, and the man, they started their life from the same jungle, from the same caves. But the lion is still living in the cave. But on the other hand, the man applied his knowledge and he improved his information, applied the information, converted it into knowledge, and now he has constructed the houses, luxurious houses. Same case, today we can see that the lion or the tiger is still eating the meat or doing all those things which he used in the primitive stage. but the man has gone to that cooking the meat and then making it barbecue or buffet or all that. He has converted because he has made a knowledge. He has applied that knowledge. So the man and the animal, we can differentiate it in the sense that the animal does not progress, does not apply his information or knowledge for the development, while the man applies his information and knowledge for the development. So this is what Quran also says. Ulaika kal an'ami bal hum adall, that they are like the animals, rather worse than the animal, because they do not apply their wisdom over the things which they see or which they practice. Then the Holy Prophet ﷺ also just emphasized the knowledge and said, Utlubul ilma min al mahdi ila al lahad, that you should continue acquiring knowledge from the lap to the grave, that there is no start or no end, rather it is right from lap to the grave. That is, it is a continuous activity. Acquiring knowledge is a continuous activity. Again the Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli muslimin wa muslima, that procurement or seeking the knowledge is obligatory for all the Muslims, whether they are male or female. So there is no distinction between the male and the female, but all are supposed to get the knowledge, and that knowledge may be about the dini knowledge or the worldly knowledge. Both are just acquired. And the knowledge is there, as we were discussing, that what should be the reason behind that? The reason is that it is in the nature of the man that he should know the reason behind any order, behind any phenomena. As we see that the Holy Abraham asked Allah Almighty, Rabbi arini kayfa tuhyi al-mawta, oh my Lord, show me how would you go for resurrection or just make the dead bodies alive. Allah Almighty said, قَالَ أَفَلَمْ تُؤْمِنْ قَالَ بَلَى وَلَكِنْ لِيَطْمَئِنَّ قَلْبِي. Lord, Allah Almighty asked Abraham, don't you believe in it that I can do it? Abraham said, no, sir, I believe in it, definitely, but to satisfy my heart. So it means the satisfaction of the heart comes by when you see the things, when you investigate into the things, when you just make it with evidence. So the evidence is there. So knowledge is acquiring the evidence for that. Even in the Constitution of Pakistan, through 8th Amendment, a new article 19A has been inserted. That is, the right to information, right to knowledge is one of the fundamental rights of a person. Because if you don't know a thing, then you can't act upon it. Then you can't deal with those things. So all that is that we have to acquire the knowledge at all the levels. As we said, that it is the prerogative of the human being to have the reason behind any order, to differentiate between good and bad, and he has also the option, as Quran says, وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ, that we have given him the two paths we have provided to him. Now it is up to him whether he goes for the good or he goes for the right. But the knowledge has been provided. That's why the prophets come to provide the knowledge of good and bad to the people, so that they may have the option with them and they may act upon it or they may leave it, because they have the option to do anything. So in this context, we see that knowledge is very much important in the matters of deen as well as in the matter of this world, and nobody can just ignore it. It is on the basis of knowledge that we are flying in the air, just sailing on the water, and doing all these things which we are enjoying as a luxury or as a facility. So the knowledge is our not only the obligation of the deen, but as well as it is our need in our daily life. But we must apply this knowledge for the useful purpose, for the positive thing, and not for the mass distraction or for the other things. Thank you.